Okay, okay, good. Everything sounds good. Awesome. Alexa, volume 4, actually. Okay, so tonight I wanted to have a quick conversation with everyone, and I wanted to talk specifically about likability. Now, this concept about likability, I want to just go straight into it. In 2025, things are totally different than what they've ever been. We've been exposed to more technology, more automation. We have more awareness globally and collectively than we've ever had before. And with that comes a time to do new things. In a new season, it's time to do new things, right? And so one of the things I have been researching and one of the things I've been fanning out about is how can people become more successful in 2025? What could we do to help people to be more successful? And one of the things that I obsess over is making sure that there is equity and value in my community. What can I do to help people to be able to be more successful? Now, the whole concept about wealth, I think that we get ourselves wrapped up in that and we think that wealth simply means money. Wealth is way more expansive than just talking about money. Now, it's nice to have money, okay? If it's nice to have money, let me know in the comments. Let me know if it's nice to have money. But we have to know that there's so much more to life. Thank you to everyone who's joining. We're having a conversation about likability. I want to teach you how to become more wealthy in 2025 and set yourself up for 2026. Now, this whole thing about likability is really simple. If people like you, you will increase your value. When you increase your value, not only do you increase your value, but you increase the value of the people around you. You increase the value of the people on your teams, the people who you've hired, the people who are your talent. You increase the value of your friends and your family. Anyone that you are in relationship or situationship with, if you're likable, then you can influence other people to like other people. And what Harvard Business Review let us know, and if you don't know Harvard, you should probably get out the room. If you don't know what Harvard is, you should probably get out this room because I like to have scholarly conversations. Harvard is one of the most prestigious universities in our school. Now, the backstory about Harvard, I ain't gonna even get there, okay? Okay, we're not gonna talk about the backstory about Harvard and how it was built on the backs of black folk. Okay, that ain't what I'm here for today. Okay, ain't what I'm here for. Harvard published research all the time about business. And what Harvard has literally stated in their most recent research about wealth is that people who are more likable will attain more wealth in their life. So let's remember, wealth is not just money. It's about opportunities. It's about resources. Having more wealth means that you have more access. And if the secret to access is simply likability, that means we need to figure out how can we become more likable. So I took some notes, so if you see me looking off, just know I'm reading some of my notes. Because I think it's important that we define what likability is. So let's get into it. Likability is genuine warmth and authenticity that makes people feel valued and at ease. Dr. Brooks, since it's just me and you, can you just type in the comments at ease? Likability is genuine warmth and authenticity that makes people feel valued and at ease. Just think about the people that you like in your life. Just think about the people who make you feel good. Just think about that. They help keep you at ease. And I think it's really important that you know likability is not about kissing ass. Oh, I didn't mean to cuss, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a professional. Okay, let me say this the best way. The proper way. Proper. Okay. It's not about people pleasing. Likability is about emotional intelligence in action. Uh-oh. Are we okay to talk about scholarly terms? Because emotional intelligence in its own is its own theory, its own foundation, and we have to understand what that means. But it simply is when people feel safe and when people feel seen around you, likability forms naturally. If people feel safe around you, think about your teams, think about your children, think about your family. I'm not just teaching you something that's going to help you in the corporate space or just in your career as an entrepreneur. I'm teaching you things that's going to help you. What's up, John? I'm teaching you about things that is going to help you in your personal and private affairs as well. You have to become likable. You need to be likable. And so what likability means is that you have to understand how to have a high EQ, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence means that when someone step on your toe, you don't cuss their ass out. I'm about to say some things that you might not want to hear today, but I need to let you know is that emotional intelligence means that you know how to respond with awareness and conscientiousness of other people. Right? Because as a leader, it is our job. We are called to be aware and to be emotionally intelligent. And if emotional intelligence means that my value will be increased, then you have to understand, what does that mean for you? That means that you'll make more money. You'll have more access. You'll have more resources provided to you simply by being emotionally intelligent. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, because I can't see y'all and I can't invite y'all up, because this is my first time live on this new account. But it's okay. In a few days, we're going to get some people to be able to engage in this conversation, because I really want to talk about, what does it mean to be likable? What does it mean to be likable? It means that people enjoy experiencing you. And if likability is the secret to wealth, then what does that mean? It means that when people like you, they will support you. And if you work in the corporate space, or if you're an entrepreneur, if your team likes you, then they will then in turn help you to perform. They will help drive your goals. You know, I'm thinking about a time when I worked in the mortgage industry. I worked for one of the nation's biggest mortgage dealers in America. At that time, they was actually number one. And I had a high level position. I was an AVP, and I overseen an entire department. And in this experience, I had a lot of people who were direct reports, which means they reported to me. And also I had colleagues who had their own districts within this organization. Now, some of them not likable. I'm not going to say why they're not likable, but you all have had the boss that you just did not like. You all have worked for someone that you just did not like. What we know is that when you like your boss, you are going to perform at a higher capacity. You're going to do more to support the mission. You're going to have more buy-in, right? When you like someone. So for me, I realized early on in my career and my pathway to success is that if I can get people to like me, I can get them to be bought into my vision, which ultimately was the vision of the organization, right? If I can get them to support me, they'll perform more. They may work harder. They may do more overtime. They may make more calls. They may do more prospecting. They're going to do more things that's going to drive the revenue, which ultimately meant what? We were more successful, and I bonused higher when those bonuses were issued out, which means what? I made more money. Not only did I make more money because my team was good, but I got more access because people started to know, like, that team is always performing. They're always top 10, top 5, top 3. They're always in the top. So people wanted to know, what is Ace doing over here in this sector that's getting everybody to perform? Well, my secret was being likable. I'm not your average leader. I would say that if anyone who has worked for me or who worked for me today, they would probably tell you I'm like a brother. Some would say I'm their work husband. Some would say I'm their bestie. Some would say I'm their mentor. Some would say I'm their coach. I have always decided to be whatever it is that the people need. These are the kind of leaders that I'm talking to. I'm talking to the leaders who want to, for one, be aware of people, right? Be aware of human needs, right? But also who are high performers. See, my ultimate goal is to be successful. My ultimate goal in every career path that I've taken was to be the most successful, to be the standout. But I knew I couldn't do that alone. So every place that I go into, I start to use organizational psychology. Somebody say organizational psychology. Let me see it in the comments, because organizational psychology teaches us that we can impact the morale of people by understanding their individual needs. And when you do that, you become more likable. Likable means that you're in the pathway to more opportunity, more readiness, more wealth, and all of those things that surround that blanket. So what I'm asking you is, I'm calling you to a higher level in your life. I'm calling you to a higher level of awareness of people. I'm calling you to a higher level of leadership. I'm not calling you out, but I am calling you up, because I'm asking you, how can you show up? How can you show up with more presence? How can you show up with more focus? How can you show up with more intentionality? And how can you show up for the people who need you most? I think that we have to understand that although we have our own needs, as leaders, we have to learn how to compartmentalize those needs so that we can address the needs of the people, and ultimately those needs will then help to solve our needs. Because remember, the root of our need is more what? Wealth. We need more wealth. We need more opportunity. We need more resources. We need more abundance in our lives so that we can ultimately do the things that we want to do. And if the only way there is through knowing how to connect with people, then I think it's your due diligence to learn how to connect. I think that you should exercise how to connect with people. Now, I want to talk about something that's really important to me. That's something I talk about every day on my page, is executive presence. Executive presence is about commanding attention. Executive presence is that thing that you feel when you go see your favorite superstar at a concert. Some people call it aura. Y'all have heard the word before. They say, "Ooh, she got aura," or "she got energy," or "he has charisma." In science, they call it presence. We have to understand that we have to have presence to be able to drive demand, to command people to do things for us. When you have presence and you mix in a little bit of likability, I'm probably talking to myself. I can't even see if there's anybody in the damn room with me. I'm going to just talk to you, Ace. Ace, if you have presence and you be more likable, you are going to make more money. Okay. Tell me more, Ace. Ace, if you continue on your path and you have goals that are etched out, that you understand, that you know, if you continue to do this, you're going to be more wealthy. If you think about presence make people respect you. Oh, y'all here? Okay, I didn't know. It's so quiet. I can't bring nobody on the damn stage. So I'm by myself out here in the water. I'm by myself out here in the water. Presence is all about getting people to respect you. It's about when you walk into a room and that undeniable charisma, that undeniable character that you present in front of people. That's called presence. And likability sustains that connection. So you just think about the people in your life who you love and who you respect. They have both presence and likability. And most wealthy people, and I'm not talking about those who come from generational money. I'm talking about new wealth. New wealth comes to people via likability. Think about your social media influencers. Think about your social media influencers. They have massive audiences. Some of these people sit on the camera and they eat chicken with ketchup. And people send them gifts, they send them money, and they buy all of their damn ebooks because they are likable. Likability will enrich your life. Likability will take your status to the next level. But you also have to know that you need presence to command that respect, to command that room, to command that attention. And presence is all about how you show up. People don't like to talk about this because everybody be like, I got social anxiety. Well, let me tell you something. I'm asking you, in the midst of your social anxiety, if you can just transmute a little bit of that energy and think about your ultimate goal. And remember, the ultimate goal again is for us to be wealthy so that we can impact change. So I'm asking you to do something that's going to be a little bit difficult for you. Is I'm asking you to show up. Oh, unless I'm not on your street, I'm on another street. I'm asking you to show up And I'm asking you to be present. I'm asking you to be present with people. I'm asking when you walk into the room, introduce yourself. It's a simple principle. But when you introduce yourself and someone tells you their name and you call them by name, you have presence. I know it's weird, but something about human psychology, people like to be called by their name. Just imagine you as a leader, the next time you visit a place and you walk in and you say, hey, Mike. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Vanessa. You're going to make that person feel like they matter. That's presence. When you look them in their eyes as you speak. There's this technique I teach. It's called the triangular technique. It's when you start to look in someone right in the middle of their eyes and you look down, you look down, you look to the center, and you look up. That is how you make eye contact. You want someone to be entranced and then captured into your world. You want them to feel you. That is what presence is that it means that you just take a little bit of time to make someone feel seen. Thus you earn their buy-in. Thus you earn their respect. Thus you earn their propensity to do whatever it is that you need them to do. Now, for some of us, what we need people to do is pay us. Maybe I'm just talking to me again. Ace, what we need people to do is to pay us. We need people to support our business. We need people to do small favors for us. Okay? I don't know about y'all, but I keep a group of people around with skills. Okay? I know somebody who knows how to clean, somebody who knows how to paint. I know somebody who knows plumbing. I know someone who has mechanical skills. Is that Asia? Hey, Asia. When you get people to like you, oh man, I'm telling y'all all my secrets. Maybe I need to invite you into my small container because I don't know if I want to give all these secrets away. I don't know if I want to give all my secrets away. But my biggest secret to life is that I got about 82 people who like me. The gardener, the landscaper, the person who does my land, my grass cutting, the person who cleans the gutters, the person who cleans the house. I got a whole bunch of people who like me, and because they like me, they support me. And because they support me, they make my life easier. I have people who say, Ace, I just want to help you. How can I help you? What do you need for me to do? I just had a lady tell me the other day she would come do a deep clean on my house. I said, well, how much? She said, I can't charge you. I can't charge you, and plus I need the footage for my channel. Wait a minute, am I about to get a free deep cleaning because somebody likes me? Do y'all see what I'm telling you about likability? See, some of y'all get so focused on the number. You want to make 100,000, you want to make 200,000. Hell, you might be like me and want to make 100 million. We get so focused on the number that we forget about the grandness of likability, of wealth. Wealth is also having access to resources. When people have talents and skills and they like you, they will be willing to barter with you. They will be willing to give you things. I'm talking about, I got art in my house. Y'all can probably see some of the art. That art right there, I don't know, right here. This painting is worth thousands and thousands of dollars. It was given to me by the artist. That art piece right there by Nika Leverett, who is a famous artist on YouTube. I'm sorry, on TikTok. You can look her up, Nika Leverett. Nika Leverett. That piece right there is an original Nika Leverett piece. She gave that to me, y'all. We used to do lives together, and she's just a friend of mine. She likes me. Her artwork goes for $10, $20, $30, $40,000. So again, what I'm trying to teach you is when you get into the heart of people, I'm not talking through manipulation. I'm not saying be a scammer. I'm not saying be a con artist, but I'm telling you to be genuine with people, to be authentic with people, to love on people. Be safe out there, Asia. I'm telling you to love on people, and you will be able to, in turn, capture those benefits. You'll be able to get those things. So all you need to do is be likable. All you need to do is be likable. Now, I wanted to have Dr. V here to talk about mirror neurons and how our brains mirror energy, but she's not here. And I ain't no neuroscientist. Now, did I study psychology? Yes, I did. Did I drop out of psychology school? I did. But she didn't. She went and got the doctorate degree. But what we do know is that our brains has this ability to mirror things. So when someone likes you and you like them and you're smiling and you're performing, guess what they're doing? They're happy, they're smiling, they're performing. So we need to remember, we need to keep people around us who we are able to not only impact, but that impact us so that we can mirror those experiences. So it's really simple. When you yawn, most likely the person you're in front of is going to yawn. That's called a mirror neuron. When you yawn, somebody else yawns. So what happens when you believe that you're wealthy, when you believe that you're powerful, when you believe that you're a champion, when you believe that nothing can break you? What happens when you believe that all things belong to me, all things that are good and divine belong to me, all things that are good happens to me, all things that can take me to the next level happens for me? What happens then? You mirror that across the space that you travail. You mirror that across the space that you encompass. You mirror that across every room that you walk into. It becomes infectious. Right now, I am mirroring to you how I believe that we should be divinely successful. I believe that we should be divinely wealthy. I believe that inheritance is ours. I believe that restoration is ours. I believe that reparations are ours. I believe that we should be good people who are kind to other people. I believe that we should know how people are experiencing us. So I'm asking you to check your likability meter. I'm asking you to sit down and say, how are people experiencing me and what can I do to make this better? Because some of you guys need a promotion. Some of you guys want bigger contracts. Some of you guys want bigger networking experiences. Some of you guys want to go to new levels. You want to be on podcasts. You want to be hosts. You want to be in television. Some of you guys want to write books. Some of you guys want to live an abundant life. Well, you're not going to get there if people don't like you. You're not going to get there if people don't like you. You're not going to get there if you're a selfish person. You're not going to get there if you only care for you. Because let me tell you something about this universe that we live in. This universe will make your dark side illuminated. This universe will bring out the stank stuff from your toilet. This universe will expose you. And what will happen is you will injure your brand. I'm asking you to consider, what is my personal brand and what do I represent? Because I want you to understand that when you have presence and you have likability factors, those two are the foundation of influence and wealth in modern day leadership. So I want you to think about things as you journey into this experience as a leader. I want you to ask yourself, what is it about the people or the most likable people I know? What is it about them that I like? Why do I like them? I want you to do research on people who have accomplished the things that you want in your life. I want you to ask yourself, what did they do differently? And what could I do to be able to align more to this idea of being influential and being more charismatic and having more presence? What can I do to be more like those who have been the founding fathers of these principles? Now I see Asia and Dron and Precious Law and some people in this conversation. What I just want to remind you is that you deserve success. I want to remind you that you deserve abundance. You deserve high-level positioning. You deserve to open doors, and not only open them, but you deserve to kick them damn doors down. You should be walking into experiences. You should be an experience maker. You should be a person who is called to high spaces. You should be revolutionary. You should be iconic. You deserve that. And if the pathway to this deservingness is simply me showing up for people and learning how to be more likable and more attractive and more conscious and more aware. I'm not asking you to do something that destroys the planet. I'm simply asking you to care for people. I'm only asking you to care for people. When I get to my office every morning, if you don't know, I am a corporate executive in corporate America. And in my leadership role, it is my job to make sure that we are moving ahead on our sales goals. Every day, I spend at least 10 to 15 minutes with every team member. Every day. Not only do I know about their personal lives, I know about their children, I know about their dreams are, I know what they want to do and accomplish, I know what they're in school for, I know their mama's name. Y'all, I just went to one of my colleagues' kids' birthday party. I was at a 6-year-old's birthday party like 3 days ago. Who does that? Someone who cares for people. Someone who wants to be present in people's lives. She said to me, Ace, I'm new here to Michigan. I don't know who I can bring. I said, well, I got a nephew. He's 5 years old. Can I bring him? Can I bring him? And so I went and I showed up with my nephew. And we partied and we played. But let me tell you what that experience was for the employee. She said, damn, he always shows up. That's right, Asia. You have to show up. And let me tell you, Monday morning, we got our new sales goals because we are in Q4. Somebody say Q4. We're in the last quarter of the year. This is the most aggressive quarter in business because this is where we're going to tally up our last numbers. When we got back into the office on Monday, let me tell you, I had more buy-in from her. She was more motivated to work harder so that we reach our goals. It's simple psychology. Because she likes me, she wants me to be successful. She wants me to be able to go back to my leadership and say, this year we did 10 million in sales. We did 15 million in this. We did 100 million in this product. She wants me to be successful. She believes in my dreams. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It ain't my dreams, y'all. It's the corporate. It's the company. My dream is this. My dream is this. I love this one-on-one work. I love talking to people like y'all. Now, but I do know how to put on my suit and tie and go to the office and accomplish their goals, okay? But that ain't my dream. This is my dream. My dream is to write products and to write ebooks and playbooks, which, by the way, I got a ton of them on the list. I got a 12-week planner that I made specifically for women to help them gain more confidence. I have an influence playbook. I got a book called Speak the Fuck Up about finding your voice and learning how to storytell. It talks about executive presence. I got another book on there called Secure the Deal that's all about engaging higher opportunities. So click the link. The stuff is only like $5, $6, $7, $8. Get the products and enrich your life. Enrich your brain. Become more of you. Become better at being you. Okay? But because she believes in me and she loves me, and because I've earned her heart, she's willing to do whatever I need her to do. So some days I say to her, hey, can you try to go for one more sale today? Hey, can you try to prospect just a little bit longer today? I know there's somebody out there. But let me tell you about the magic of likability. So not only because my team likes me, but my clientele likes me. So when we're low on sales, all I do is call one of our clients. Y'all ain't catching what I'm laying down. I am laying down mastery for y'all. Because I built relationships centered in likability, centered in presence. When my sales are low, I literally just call somebody and they buy some shit that they don't even need. I'm giving y'all the secrets. When I am experiencing moments where my boss is saying to me, y'all are not hitting your goals, I just call somebody who likes me. Okay? So when I show up in the leadership boards and my region is number one and everybody keeps asking me, Ace, how are you number one? I don't even let them know that I got about 30 people in the community who like me. I got about 30 people on a private list who likes me. And when shit is hitting the fan and they're saying we need sales, guess what I do? I call one of the people that like me. And I say, hey you, hey big head, can you come up here today? I'm asking you to figure out how you can get people to like you. And when I show up with a big old smile on my face and I'm all robust in my energy and all big and brave and bold and all of the things, people love that. People think I'm like a modern day Barney. Y'all remember, I love you, you love me, we're a happy... Okay, I'm done. I am a modern day Barney. And because everyone likes me, kids, even puppies, everyone likes me. And they like me, not, well, I am a good person. I will say that. And I care deeply about people. But I also use leadership science every day in my life. I use the science that I learned in organizational psychology school every day. And I go out there to find people who I can make relationships with so that we are, hey, LaShawn, that's my girl. We got to work together, LaShawn. I go out there every day to accomplish our overarching goals. And I did it simply by being likable. I'm not bragging, I'm not being boastful, but I've built a very successful life for myself because I understood that the only way to get to success is by being likable. Now I'm about to say something that y'all don't like, and we're going to wrap it up soon. But you have to also give to receive. Uh-oh. I don't even want y'all to... Is it safe? Is it? Oh, okay, no, I don't know. Is it safe for me to come back out? You're going to have to give something to receive something. See, I grew up in Detroit, okay? And what we say is you're going to have to do something strange for a piece of change, okay? You're going to have to do something, which is the number one. I talk about this in my influence playbook. It's right on the link. It's the number one principle. It's the principle of reciprocity. Some of y'all expect a whole bunch of shit. Oops, I didn't mean to cuss. I'm sorry. Oops, sorry. Okay. Can I come back out? Okay, some of y'all are going to have to give some things in order to get some things. Some of y'all are going to have to be brave enough and willing enough to sacrifice some of your wealth. Okay, hello? Are we still there? Are we okay? Are y'all okay? Okay. Some of y'all gonna have to give up some stuff. So you say to me, well, Ace, well, what do? You in Detroit? Wait a minute, Motown. LaShawn, let me ask you, can you sing? Can you sing? Let me know if you can sing. I got somebody from Motown in the room. LaShawn, can you sing? What I do to give. Let me tell you how I give. Okay, LaShawn, you ain't from Detroit then. LaShawn, your people must come from somewhere else because everybody in Motown, they said it's in our water. That everybody can, everybody can do that. Everybody can do that in Detroit. We sing when we wake up. We young. Everybody do. Oh, see, wait a minute. My uncle is in the dramatics too. My uncle, hold on, don't let me find out we're cousins. I'm gonna need you to jump in my box. We're gonna have to talk about this one. Okay, so let me get back to that. So giving is going to be the only way that you're going to receive in this world. In this universe, you have to be willing to give in order to receive. So some of the things that I do as a leader, y'all, I don't mind getting pizza for the team. I know it seems stupid, but the truth is that all of us are living paycheck to paycheck. And so just that little contribution, when somebody, some days I'll stop at the donut shop and I'll get donuts for the whole office. Some days I'll bring pizza. Some days I'll order something off of Amazon. Just recently, because we all kind of have keys to our offices and to all of our things, I ordered a whole bunch of colorful keychains off of Amazon. It was only like $10. I got like 50 keychains, and they all had different colors and sparkles. They were fanning out about it. They were so excited. Sometimes I'm willing to give volunteer hours. I do a lot of community outreach. In the city that I specifically, in my territory, it's a very impoverished, underserved community. And so a lot of the times I do speaking, I teach financial literacy, I teach financial wellness, I teach on mental health and mindset. I do all of the things. And I give that time away for free. I need you to know that as a speaker in my career, I've made tons and tons of money for just a 60-minute speech, okay? For me to just show up in your space in corporate America and speak for 60 minutes, I will charge you probably $5,000 to $10,000 for that. But what I do now every week, I have something on my schedule for me to go out into the community and to give back to people who are underserved, who have not been able to get the privileges that I have in my life. I've realized that I have privilege. Okay, let me cover my face because I'm about to say something that y'all don't want to admit to. But some of y'all have privilege, okay? Some of y'all were able to go to better schools. Some of you guys make more money. Some of y'all have a partner. Some of y'all have people that support y'all. Some of y'all have teams of people who support you. You have privilege. You have access. Some of y'all in this room right now are already wealthy. That doesn't mean that you're a millionaire, but I'm telling you that you have wealth. You have abundance, and you have things around you right now that makes you more inclined to have successful experiences. So you have to acknowledge that you have privilege, and you got to be willing to utilize that privilege to give back to people who need you. So how do you have presence? That's presence. Presence is when I show up to these boys' schools and in the city. I like to, the city, LaShawn. I work primarily out in the Pontiac region and the Flint region. When I'm out here in these cities speaking to young men and young women about success and about income, and when I'm teaching them about financial wellness and credit reestablishment, when I'm teaching them about mental health and the mindset of success, when I'm teaching them about better habit forming, that giving back and giving back to culture makes me have more likability, which means I'm able to make more money in the grand scheme of things. Because let me tell you what happens. Someone always notices me. Someone always say, hey, can you speak here? Can you do this for me? Hey, can you do this? So every free opportunity, I get blessed with a financial opportunity. How ironic. How ironic, just because I'm the person that says, yes, I'll do it, even when I don't want to do it, somehow it comes back into my life. So I just hope that throughout this conversation today, that you learn something. And that you have something to hold on to and something to take back into your life, into your house, into your office, is that I need to focus on how I can be present for people. Because ultimately, if I desire wealth and I desire connection and I want to do things in my life to shift culture, I'm going to have to be willing to give more. And I'm going to have to be able to do more. And when I do more, I receive more. It's really that simple. So I'm so excited. Again, I do have some phenomenal playbooks and work that I have written myself and designed, because your boy is an artist. And I've designed so many things. It's right in the link. I would be so grateful if you support me in any way and get any of my content. I have a 12-week planner, and I have the influence playbook and so many other things on the link. Nonetheless, this has been such an amazing experience. This is my first time going live on this channel. And you can catch me live also during the week with Dr. Vanessa Arbooks, who is in the comments. She is a leadership scientist known as the brain coach. She is the most genius person I've ever met in my life, and I'm so grateful to know her. Not only that, but we're preparing to go on the Audacity tour next year, 2026. We will be coming to a city near you. We're starting off with going to San Antonio. We'll be in San Antonio real soon, and we'll be taking the Audacity to the Dream tour on the road. Asia, I'm so happy that you came. We are definitely coming to Houston. Please believe Houston is on the list. Okay, we've already called out there to see where we want to come. So we are coming. Make sure you subscribe, please, and join the mailing list so you can stay in contact. I have some phenomenal products again that's on the list. Thank you, LaShawn. Believe it or not, I was really nervous to get on this page. Now, I have a bigger channel. Now, I ain't going to tell you about my bigger channel because that's my hidden channel. But This one is more of a passion product to me, project for me. I came and built this channel specifically for my business, and I'm here because I want to see other people be able to have the same privileges that I've been exposed to. With all of that being said, it's been a joy and an honor to serve you. I look forward to working with you in the future. Make sure you click the links and stay a part of the family. And outside of that, I love each and every last one of you, and I'll see you again. I'll be live real soon.